I mean, this Violent Panda has been popping off today. He has always been able to dish out passes to his teammates, but he's also hitting shots. He's had a couple of nice flicks today. He's really feeling it, and it starts off with Astral. His shot taken away. Violent Panda on the demo. We're underway in game number 1. Both these teams fighting to go meet Vitality in the grand final.
And Astral has switched to an Octane. He's been playing most of the day on his Fennec, so I'm surprised to see it early on. Yukio almost getting that goal.
Speaking of Yukio, his shooting's been a little better today. He's had to answer the call a couple of times, and he's done it for Dignitas.
He scored the goal that sent them to Madrid.
And they really, really needed it. If Dignitas were going to be successful, all 3 of them had to play well, and they have today. Reciprocity, Chaussette's first touch is going to be Yukio's. And Reciprocity came into today after league play with 102 demos, which was highest in Europe. And you can understand why. Reciprocity, a lot of games came off of physical play. Really, they're the only consistently physical, I would say the only consistent physical team in Europe. There are some teams that utilize it, but not as integral to their play style as Reciprocity does. Yukio's pass taken away.
And a lot of that is at the spearhead, Fruity. Fruity loves to go for those bumps, those physical plays. See if it comes in, and now a long clear. Astral can't get back.
And Fruity will take credit for the goal. The Reciprocity picking up the first touch here, and Fruity just gets a solid touch. Astral was still coming down, so he didn't have a chance to recover and get back in time.
Catching him by surprise.
Yeah. A minute and a half in, and that's all Reciprocity need.
And you said Yukio's shooting percentage much better. You're right, he was just over 10% in the last series versus Mouse Sports, the critical series. He had 5 goals, which was the same as Astral, led his team, or also had 3 assists. Panda had 4, but shot 26%. So Yukio had an incredible series last series. And they're looking to keep that streak going, but as Panda said, this is all bonus for them.
Oh, nice touch from Farah, or Chaussette, excuse me. Completely wrong. Astral taken around the corner. Farah keeps it in play here for Reciprocity. He will punch that out to the side. Violent Panda will clear it away. Yukio just missing the redirect, didn't have enough boost. Chaussette, he made 1 miss, flicks it over Astral. It's now Yukio takes the rebound, and Astral will take it again. Violent Panda's here. The counterattack, good for Dignitas. Can they put it in? No! Farah comes down. Yukio, his shot, not close enough. Farah will carry it away and wins the challenge. No goal for Dignitas.
That was a tough shooting opportunity for Yukio. He had almost no boost. He used up every boost on that. He was trying to be surgical and just narrowly mishit it.
Violent Panda, pass over to Yukio again, winning another one. Astral will put this one in. Dignitas on the board.
And a smart pass from Yukio, knowing that he's not going to be able to get a shot, but he just has to beat Fruity, so he puts it right off the arc. And it's down on a platter for Astral. And
Yukio had a similar touch on the last drive that Dignitas had that they couldn't come away with the score. So Yukio, integral to the Dignitas offense in game number 1. Violent Panda back over to Yukio in the corner. Just solid passes from Dignitas. Utilizing the space that they have, just the awareness on the pitch. Very good so far in the first 3 minutes of play. That one over Yukio's head, but Violent Panda has it. Dignitas having to play defense for a little while. Astral couldn't handle the ball. Yukio will punch it away, but now Dignitas are looking for that hard clear and trying to carry, and he got dunked on by Farah, and it's 2 goals for Reciprocity.
This is the risk you run, trying to be cute on the goal line. Astral gets this save, but instead of flipping into the ball, he tries to dribble it out. Farah was having none of it.
And Reciprocity, a lead late in game 1. Off the kickoff, Violent Panda slowly took his approach out, and now Yukio has to carry it out. He gets dunked by Farah. Astral and Violent Panda back over to Yukio, but cut off by Fruity. Fruity getting Reciprocity out of orange territory. Violent Panda back over to Yukio again. These touches from Violent Panda, they're always these softer touches. Here's a great pass to Astral. Astral sneaks it in the bottom corner. Tie game.
A snipe from Astral off this pass from Panda. He gets completely vertical to send that into the middle. Astral had a tough play to make as well. That ball was coming straight at him. He didn't get to take a running start, and he handled it beautifully.
And that's the point I was about to make with Violent Panda, is just he is so good at finding passes no matter where it is, no matter how hard it needs to be touched. Even the finesse. The dude is just playing so well right now.
And Astral as well. That was not an easy pass to deal with. It was a very hot pass coming in, and he couldn't take a running start, and he still was able to get enough power and placement. That was a difficult shot.
This Dignitas roster heating up at the right time. In front, Yukio has the save against Farah. Chaussette wins one challenge. Fruity's already up for it, but he can't get his nose on the ball. Farah coming in now, takes another pot shot towards the net. Astral had the save. Time running out in regulation. Chaussette has a demo. Fruity has the ball. Farah on the wing. Fruity pops this up high, and Astral will be able to carry it back down to the corner. Farah takes the ball away. Violent Panda wants to clear. He doesn't get it. Astral again getting up the back wall quickly to clear this ball out. We will have overtime in game one.
Seen a few of these for Dignitas today. At the end, Reciprocity controlling the momentum. Farah getting aggressive, going for those demos.
Reciprocity start on offense too on this kickoff. Chaussette bangs it to the opposite corner. Yukio will take it away from Farah. Shot by Fruity, but right into Violent Panda's car. And Dignitas on these transitions, always hitting somebody down the pitch. Here's Astral, another pass from Violent Panda. Broken up this time. Chaussette booms it back down the pitch. Now more demos for Reciprocity. Farah, high ball, touched just a little too hard, but Chaussette's there, shot way too high. Violent Panda will carry it away.
Demos coming left and right, a flick from Panda. Farah handles it well. But Panda, his passes are really making you reminisce about the Dignitas of old. Those infield passes were a trademark of theirs early on. When they were dominating, they were doing it better than anyone else, and Panda was such a key part of that. Still making use of it out here in Season 8.
And it's put Dignitas in this position, one series away from an E-regional title, when at the beginning of the season, you were looking at Dignitas for potential relegation. What a turnaround this Dignitas squad has had. A Reciprocity, Chaussette, pass blocked by Yukio. Reciprocity have been solid all season long. Up high, Astral. Denied by Chaussette.
We're still seeing more and more demos from Reciprocity, Fruity and Farah. But key touch from Fruity. Astral was on the hunt, and now Farah's gonna have a chance.
Oh, he's got one on the wing too. He's gonna take it himself, but it's high off the backboard. Chaussette, another one off the back wall. Fruity denied by Violent Panda, but the ball's still in front of the box. Astral.
That was so important that Fruity got a touch there. If Fruity gets beaten, that ball sent downfield. All of Reciprocity was out.
And Chaussette scores! Reciprocity take game one.
That demo on the goal line. Chaussette making the most of it. And that was it. Reciprocity, they were aggressive all game. They were getting in the demos. You called it out, Jorby. You called it out. Demo's such a key part of Reciprocity's strategy. And we saw it unfold in overtime. For the benefit of them, they get the overtime winner. Chaussette putting it in after the demo.
Yeah, they had a lot of great moves down the field. And, I mean, especially on defense, Dignitas had a couple of good chances down the field, but they only put 4 shots on net. And honestly, it didn't feel like it was only 4 shots. I felt like Dignitas had a lot of good counterattacks down the pitch, but Reciprocity did such a good job managing the corners, managing the back wall and the backboard. And like you said, James, the demo at the end, time and again with Reciprocity. It's shades of North America over here for Reciprocity, with these demos consistently working for them.
And that's what you have to do. You got to just keep doing what works. We've seen demos be a vital part of a team's offense. Reciprocity doing that. Dignitas, they had good chances. They had quality chances. There were a few moments even where I thought Fruity had some very important touches. One was the one bouncing off his own backboard. Astral was coming in for a shot. He broke up that play. A good touch from Fruity. And then also when both his teammates, both Farah and Chaussette, committed, there was a bounce off or right in front of the net. And if he doesn't win that challenge, that ball is going downfield, and it's a very good counterattack opportunity. Was able to get the stop. So I think Fruity played a good game. All of Reciprocity on point. That has been their trademark, playing as a team. They play as a team. In game one, they get the win.
Yeah, and I still think Dignitas, it feels like their offense is about to explode, especially when they hit the middle of the field. They were constantly hitting passes from the sidewall out into the middle of the pitch.
They had those flashes of brilliance.
Yeah, right in front of the box. If they can keep hitting those, they may crack through this Reciprocity defense. For now, we're in game 2.
Panda was so good looking for his teammates in the middle. Scoped out Astral a couple of times.
And even here, Yukio, it's a light shot. Violent Panda was caught a little too far forward. He does get back. And Dignitas having to be careful. They did let one in on an open net. And Astral rolling around again, and Farah and Fruity running in to each other, but no pressure.
A little bit of confusion and chaos there. Chaussette had missed that touch in the corner, and Astral almost made some magic happen.
Astral with no boost, does get back down to the touch. Violent Panda picks it up. He had Yukio on the wing, just couldn't get back to the ball. And used a lot of boost on top of it. Astral winning another challenge here. Astral's been winning a lot of those. Violent Panda shot from the side, saved by Farah. And there's the demo onto Fruity. Chaussette trying to carry it away, but it gave Astral that second he needed to get back to the challenge. Dignitas just playing ring around the rosy here in the corner. And it's finally boomed away by Chaussette.
And Astral had to do a quick turn to get back to make that stop.
Chaussette picks this up again. Makes Yukio hesitate, and Fruity will win the challenge. Fruity in the corner. He's got one behind him for Farah, but Violent Panda bumped him out of the way. Back over to Astral. Astral, second touch, and it's saved right into Chaussette.
It was well done to get that shot on target, but Astral needed more height. But an excellent effort. Now another chance.
And he wins on that challenge. Yukio's here, looking for Astral. Astral back to his own touch. It's got to be Violent Panda, and he's going to get a shot, but it's off the crossbar. Another one's in. Everyone flat-footed on Reciprocity. Dignitas advantage.
Well, what can you do? Astral throws it in reverse on the wall, gets the touch out, then passes to Panda. Panda off the crossbar out to Yukio. Yukio, it was an all-out assault from Dignitas.
That win from Astral, that pass where he came across the pitch and beat two defenders to beat that ball. He was so fast to it. Such a good play from Dignitas. That's a high pop off the ramp. Another opportunity, but it's turned away by Farah.
You're so right, Jorby. This Dignitas team, so fast, so speedy, getting to those challenges, controlling the ball in the midfield. And a lot of it is Astral's speed. Even on that play, Astral's speed and aggression was what led to that opportunity.
Violent Panda picks this ball up. Astral's already down the pitch. Double tap available, and he does it! Astral scores! 2-0 Dignitas.
All hail King Astral! Leader of the double taps.
Bang!
That is beautiful.
Wow. He does it again. Astral's nuts today. On the kickoff. Reciprocity. Down by 2, Violent Panda getting harassed in midfield. Astral buy him time.
We said it would be an Astral versus Chaussette showdown. It's not disappointing.
Not at all.
Chaussette gets the game-winning overtime goal, and Astral blessing us with these shots.
Yukio forced back quickly. He does make the first touch. Next on the rebound, Astral looking for Yukio. Yukio wins the touch. I thought maybe it was a little too far forward for him, but Astral wins that ball too! Dignitas are having their way with the pitch. It's 3-0.
Farah thinks, okay, Astral's really close. He's not going to be able to get that quality of a shot right here, right? No, Farah hits the brakes at the worst possible time. Astral making him pay for that.
Huge Dignitas lead. If they can get if Reciprocity can get something off the kickoff, it may give him a chance, but this has just been a dominant game too from Dignitas. It has felt like we've spent maybe 20 seconds on the blue half of the field. Either way, this pitch belongs to Dignitas, and Astral popping off. Around
It's
the corner,
such a treat, Jorby. It's such a treat to see Astral consistently pull off shots like that. That was such a crisp double tap done at high speed.
And you remember watching Dignitas at Beyond the Summit, thinking, oh man, there's so much promise in this Dignitas roster. And to start out league play the way they did, very lackluster, you were thinking maybe they needed a little more time to work things out. And luckily for them, they only needed the span of one season. I mean, the last 3 weeks of league play, this is the Dignitas team we've seen.
And we saw flashes of brilliance from them, even at Dream Hacks and other tournaments. They're putting it together in RLCS. But it's a long haul. It's a best of 7. We'll see if they can keep it up or if Reciprocity start to wake up. This is their first series of the day. Dignitas is warmed up.
Violent Panda on point for Dignitas. Fruity will give away for Farah. They just haven't been able to win a single challenge. Dignitas are faster to the ball, and it's even in situations where Reciprocity do have the boost to make the challenge. Just quicker reads, better positioning from Dignitas has been the difference. Excuse me. As time expires in game number 2, it'll be Dignitas tying this series up. Great performance overall. Shaw set wants one for the road. He won't get it. Maybe they try for one more. I love it. It's down. Dignitas take game 2.
I hope we get to see more of those double taps.
They're so fun.
You just hold your breath.
It's never not a fun shot. Like double taps are just fun to watch. Period. They're not easy mechanically. For pros, it feels like it's just another tool in the toolkit. I mean, and they hit them all the time.
It's even just the ones that are high speed.
Yeah.
Astral boosting right through this ball.
And has the perfect height for it. Doesn't mash the boost button down. He's feathering because he doesn't need a lot of height after that first touch.
It's the perfect touch. Right there, gets the hit, picks boost back up.
And then perfect
and slams it in.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much that goes into that shot, and he just nails it on that one right there.
It all comes down to that first hit in the air. How you get that hit off the backboard, it sets up to whether it's even possible for you to get the follow-up.
Either way, Reciprocity 3-0, and game 3, they're going to be happy to reset. What do you think? What do you think about this Reciprocity team right now? How to bounce back? Because right now, I mean, Dignitas just owned the field.
They certainly did. Game 1, we saw, shots kept to a minimum for Dignitas and forced to make a lot of saves. And we saw Reciprocity on the attack. We saw a lot of demos. We saw a lot of aggression. We didn't really see that this game. We saw Dignitas picking up the pace, winning challenges, getting to the ball first. Even that goal where Farah hits the brakes, Astral shoots it right around it. To me, this was just a game of Astral elevating.
Yeah.
Astral had an elevated performance. He comes out, he's hitting these shots. What can you do? Maybe try demoing him off the field.
That's probably the only way with the performance he's having today. When you try to get by him, there's always a Dignitas player ready to clean it up. Violent Panda right there to get it over to Yukio. Roller off the ceiling, Fruity. Back over to Chaussette. Reciprocity. Back on Dignitas end. Can't get anything going after that next challenge from Astral back over to Yukio.
Even on the defensive end, we're seeing that passing from Dignitas. We saw Panda working it with Yukio. And Panda got that demo and was set across the map.
Those are the fun ones. But it's Dignitas on offense. Off the back wall, Violent Panda off the backboard now. Yukio can't get back to the touch. Hard to do with as much boost as he had. That's actually over the head of one defender. Shawset will have to pick it up. Farah coming around the corner. We saw this from Reciprocity last time. Light shot by Violent Panda, but tight on the rotation. Astral. And they just have midfield locked down. The boost is theirs. And the ball is theirs. And Reciprocity, no one can go up and challenge this.
Reciprocity's forced to defend shot after shot. Shawset finally getting some boost. Has to get back in net.
And even that touch right there, that pass, this passing play from Dignitas, I thought that was in for Astral, but he just missed off the inside of the crossbar.
They still haven't broken out of their half. Finally, Shawset gets a clear, but Astral still gets that boost. Shawset just trying to keep this out of Dignitas' hands for as long as he can.
And it's like in situations where you think Dignitas are gonna hit the ball down the field, they throw a changeup at you. This shot blocked by Astral, back over to Yukio, but then they end up hitting this soft pass out straight out to the side, and it catches Reciprocity's defense off guard. And next thing you know, you have to defend more shots on net, and all your boost is gone.
Well handled by Shawset, though, getting those challenges and the bumps, stealing the boost at midfield. We'll see if Reciprocity can convert this into an extended attack, but Dignitas relentlessly attacking this half for Reciprocity. It seems like nothing can get going.
There it is! Oh! Farah scores off of Fruity's flick, and Fruity causing havoc on the line. That's what Reciprocity needed to finally get back on the board.
You're so right. I was wondering if it was going to happen. I was questioning their ability, and it looks like there was even a touch right there off to the corner. It might have been an own goal. There was a player that was coming out of net that would have had a better angle, but that flick from Fruity, that was finally what relieved some pressure. And despite being forced to play defense a majority of this game, I was going to say they get the lead, but Violent Panda wipes that away.
Yeah, Astral gets this touch out to the side. Shawset has a tough job. He has to flip forward to get to that ball in time, and he can't do it. He doesn't have advantage on it, and Violent Panda puts it in off the pass from Yukio. He hit that at 103 kilometers per hour. That dominance is coming in big for Violent Panda. Oh, maybe Fruity gets off. Ooh, saved by Violent Panda. Man, it has been fun to watch Dignitas play today. You know, James, earlier today, you and I were in the green room just flipping out at some of the plays that they were putting together.
It's exciting. These guys, they're playing at such a fast pace, using each other, going for the passes, and then you sprinkle on some of Astral's acrobatics. It makes for a fun series.
And we're definitely have been getting them with Dignitas. Farah, 2 demos, opens a lane. Farah has one to choose. It's Fruity, and it's good! Goal for Reciprocity!
The demo's coming in clutch again for Reciprocity. Farah taking his time, sizing up the defense, and Fruity's in the right place. It was just a well-handled passing play.
Yeah. Well done from Reciprocity. Minute 39 remaining. In midfield, Astral shot, and it's blocked by Farah. Up high's Violent Panda. Oh, and Shawset looked like he flipped to stop his momentum, to stop that shot from Violent Panda. But I don't know if it was on purpose or not, or if he just flipped too early. Either way, it worked out for him. Fruity. Ooh, the touch. Got above Violent Panda, but it wasn't enough. They're going to have to head back to the orange half. Reciprocity really just booming this ball down the field. The couple of times they've found success when they carry it out. But Dignitas have certainly made them feel the press and feel that desperation to get a quick clear. They don't want more of this extended drive from Dignitas, the boost starvation that they've experienced so far in the series.
They were even forced to let that ball bounce off the backboard. Astral wasn't close to it, but you can just see the pressure Dignitas is putting on by how much Reciprocity is forced to stay on the ground in their own net.
Good touch from Farah, preventing the shot from Violent Panda. Now Fruity up. He's got Farah on the wing and maybe wanted Farah to take a chance at it, but will be taken away. Shawset long down the pitch, having to fight a Dignitas attacker. They're still trying to clear this out. Dignitas just preventing everyone from clearing this ball. Violent Panda keeps it close. Astral wanted to turn on that, waited for that touch for Shawset. Shawset will win that touch. Reciprocity retain the lead. Yukio gets it out, but it doesn't matter. Reciprocity take series advantage.
A well-defended game by Reciprocity. They were forced into their own net for a majority of the game. You see only 4 shots from them, as opposed to the 9 for Dignitas. Reciprocity forced to make 6 saves, but they handled the pressure well. And then you think about their goals. Fruity getting that flick over the defense, putting them in a tough spot, and then the infield pass after 2 demos. You see Respawn's having to come in. Farah with the beautiful infield pass, and Fruity an easy goal for him.
Yeah, Farah gets it right on his wheel, turning on the behind the ball just to get the pass straight out and really make life difficult.
2 counterattack goals. 2 counterattack goals for Reciprocity. Dignitas, we saw a lot of setup for them. We saw setup and shot after shot after shot after shot, but we just didn't see them connect. There was a few close ones, but only scoring one this time off Violent Panda, which was an immediate response to the first goal.
And Farah, especially on defense for Reciprocity, you saw there on the scoreline with 3 saves, just coming up big time in a lot of those situations, because Dignitas on the counterattack have not been, what's the word I'm looking for? They've been scary on the counterattack, because they move quickly. There's always someone on Dignitas in midfield ready for it, and it's always Violent Panda hitting either Yuki or Astral in midfield.
And then they even get those setup plays where they're in the half. They were camped out in Reciprocity's half for a while, and shots were continually coming in. But the defense from Reciprocity held.
I don't know if you could survive like that in this series for long. We saw what happens when Dignitas do start connecting. But Reciprocity's defense has been solid all season. This isn't just a regionals thing for Reciprocity at all.
They're the best defense in the league. They keep those goals to a minimum.
And in game number 1 as well, limiting the shots from Dignitas. The reason they're winning the series right now after 3. Game 4, Astral on the carry. Actually, got a solid pinch in front of the box. Farah on the pass from Fruity. Astral keeps the touch for him, and he finds Yukio down the pitch. The shot on the ground blocked by Chaussette. High balls back and forth. Violent Panda double touch, but it's off the crossbar. And Chaussette, the Reciprocity, don't have any boost. Tees it up for Farah. Farah off the back wall. Double tap, but too light and right into Violent Panda. Quick counterattack for Yukio. Yukio blocked by Fruity. And again, turned away by Farah on the attempted rebound. Astral doesn't have the double tap. Violent Panda shot high, and it's off the crossbar. He can't pick it up. Yukio's shot blocked by Farah. Huge chance for Dig. Another pass shot is not good off the post. Astral picking up a demo on Chaussette, but it doesn't matter. Reciprocity have control. Farah, air dribble, but it's taken away by Yukio.
And more of what we saw last game, which is Dignitas pressure, but an equally stubborn Reciprocity defense.
Yukio winning one challenge, turned away by Chaussette. Farah, the catch in front, and he's going to get demoed for his efforts. Turnaround, Astral to Yukio. Double commit by Reciprocity. Yukio gets back to his touch, but Violent Panda will not have Farah beat. He'll be forced back. Astral back to Violent Panda. Dignitas through midfield. Violent Panda over 1. He can't get over Chaussette. Can Dignitas keep it going? No one gets to this ball quickly enough. And Yukio expecting the touch from Chaussette. He doesn't have it, and now Reciprocity, well, they stayed in the blue half for about 5 seconds, and now we're back in Reciprocity territory.
Chaussette was forced to give up boost there to play defense. He saw Astral challenging his teammate. Reciprocity starting to get low on boost. Chaussette finally picking up a corner, but Chaussette, he's left alone right now. He's going to have to make another play, and he does. He has been so good at that.
Oh, man. Farah backflipped, trying to get up for that pass. Reciprocity, their own worst enemy, trying to break out of their own half. This time, Chaussette finds it from midfield. Violent Panda, they're going to make Reciprocity work for every inch. Here's Fruity, and it's taken away off the backboard by Yukio.
And already we're seeing such a difference in the number of shots. 2 shots for Reciprocity, 8 shots for Dignitas already.
And Yukio has a look off the rebound. Violent Panda keeps it going. The shot is off the post, and it's out. Saved by Chaussette. 2-on-2, down the other way. Farah blocked by Yukio. Coming back, the shot never comes. Astral has a breakaway down the pitch. The carry, the shot, the goal. Dignitas have the lead.
Astral has not been disappointing all series long. This flick dodges the demo from Fruity and still puts a zinger into the top corner.
Beautiful turnaround.
Forget it. You know, stop trying to pass. Don't do it. Just give Astral the ball.
Can we get more flicks from Astral, please? Oh, Shawset! Hello! Reciprocity, tie game!
Shawset says, I see what you've done there, Astral.
It is Flick City out here.
I raise you one of my own. As Panda comes in for the challenge, Shawset gets around it and flicks it right past.
Yeah, that's the best way to tie it up real quick. Who else other than Shawset? You know, you say, forget about passing, just give Astral the ball. How about, you know, it went straight down. I'm just a believer at this point. Even in those close double touches, those are real tough.
It's just, what is it about France and French players?
They're nuts.
Or at least the French language.
I think
Astral's Belgian.
They give Rocket League to you when you're born.
It's got to be something about brain development with the French language that just makes you excel. How do you explain K-Dop, Fairy Peak, Shawset, Astral, all French speakers?
The French presence in Rocket League.
Conspiracy theory.
Subscribe to that one. Violent Panda. His carry will not go anywhere. But as I was saying earlier, it's like, just give Astral the ball. Just give Shawset the ball. You've heard Fruity say it before. He's like, I don't shoot. Oh, Violent Panda, his shot blocked. He's like, I just give the ball to Shawset.
It's true. These guys, they're massive for their teams, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But even defensively, we've seen Shawset make stop after stop.
But it's been a battle for possession in the last minute or so. No one really able to find a consistent drive. Yukio pops it up for himself, turned away by Fruity. Fruity can't beat Violent Panda to the ball. Shawset clears it away for now. Astral up for this, but it's under him now from Farah. Shawset, nothing. Did they let it drop? No, he's going to play. Farah was over one, but we got overtime.
Yet again.
Woo! Intense today for Europe.
It's Shawset. He put the first one in for Reciprocity in overtime to get him the win. See if he can repeat.
Well, Astral start things off for Dignitas. This will be Yukio's ball. Pass to Violent Panda. Back to the corner to Yukio. Off the backboard. Astral will have to wait for the touch from Farah. And he gets Violent Panda on the wing. It's broken up by Shawset. Shawset tried to carry, but Yukio's right there. Fruity slams it against the side wall. Gives a little bit of time. Yukio, the demo for Dignitas. Nothing for Dig yet. Midfield still belongs to them. The corner. Astral to Yukio. Yukio sends it back to Violent Panda. Violent Panda, too light of a shot. Astral trying to steal it away. Farah has the save. Shawset carry the other way. He got under him and it's saved by Yukio.
I wasn't sure if he got it, and he was going to snipe that lower corner. Well saved.
Oh, Fruity able to recover at the last second. Expecting the touch. Astral moves it back down to the orange corner. Shawset takes the boost. Violent Panda, pass high to Yukio. Broken up again by Farah. Fruity, back to Shawset. Oh, and man, and Yukio stays with that. Astral, he's over another. One man to beat. Goes back over it and cannot get back to the ball in time. Shawset has the save. Astral, another pass to Violent Panda. They're by one defender. Next up is Shawset. He's got him, but Violent Panda, low on resources, has to catch, can't muscle his way through. Yukio racing in. Everyone at Dignitas not expecting anything to materialize out of that Violent Panda carry.
Shawset forced to make those saves with almost nothing in the tank.
But Dignitas are, again, owning ball control right now, James. They're winning every single challenge. It's only a matter of time until Violent Panda gets over another, but Shawset takes the ball away.
But watch out for those Reciprocity counterattacks. We've seen them do it over and over again. And despite all this control, all this possession from Dignitas, the question is, can they beat this defense? Shawset on the goal line has been a monster.
A tough nut to crack, for sure. Yukio. Oh, he gets around Shawset. Now carrying it. Does he have it beat? No, Farah has the save again. Huge defensive efforts from Farah.
4 saves 4 saves for Farah, 5 saves for Chaussette, 10 total saves for Reciprocity.
Farah having 7 saves in the last 2 games. Reciprocity's defense, so difficult. Chaussette, he'll have another. Astral pass to Violet Panda. Goal for Dignitas! They tie the series.
Yukio gets a bump in the net on Fruity, and then the pass from Astral right down. Fruity recovers, but he's trying to make up for lost time. He jumps, and Panda keeps the shot low. Gets that overtime winner, and the pressure finally pays off for Dignitas.
How many of Violet Panda's goals have been over 100 kilometers per hour? Every time the man scores, it's like 117, 108.
It's the dominance, man. You hit that thing with the corner. But it's like you're playing Rumble and you've got the power up.
It's like even with the dominance, like you gotta be consistently on the nose to get touches that powerful. And he's just, Panda's great.
He certainly is. That shot, a key shot, Astral setting him up. Yukio getting the bump on Fruity to put him behind in his positioning. A team effort from Dignitas in overtime.
And Yukio, even though he had 6 shots on net, a lot of them were really just keeping plays alive. And he's not really been tasked with being the striker. He hasn't been that last man to be like, all right, this is where we have to score, or we have to start from our own half again. It hasn't been up to him. It's been up to Violet Panda and Astral, and they've found a ton of success keeping possessions alive that way. They're not scoring a ton of goals. They're only scoring 2.
And their shots are slightly missing. We've seen a few crossbar posts, shots just wide. Dignitas, they're in the driver's seat. I don't think you can argue that. They're in the driver's seat right now. Reciprocity is just letting them take the shots. And they're trying to go for the counterattack. They're getting some opportunities. We've seen them make it work. We're tied up in this series. But overall, you wonder how long can Reciprocity allow themselves to be battered on the defensive end.
It's got to be difficult to try to break out, especially when you're winning with half of your boosts on your own end and you can't even get to midfield to even try to contest those boosts. And Reciprocity are still trying to carry the ball out consistently, trying to utilize the little space that they have. And Dignitas are all over them. They're flying all over them like a bunch of horde of wasps. And they can't be stopped right now.
Gotta get that bug spray.
How effective. Astral, does he have it? Of course he does. Double tap every single time.
Why even ask the question, Jorby? This is Astral. Look at this, so fast.
That time he had to go on the opposite end.
How do you defend this man?
You can't. You think, okay, the ball just went to he's got to jump opposite side to get to that ball. And it's a fast touch. That's not a slow ball. And he still gets it right on top of his hood.
Astral again.
Come on.
Putting the pressure on, but you're right. Come on. What do you got to do?
Oh, well, okay.
It's a fake.
He's back. Yukio's there to pick it up. Reciprocity. Yeah, I remember yesterday for Space Station, they weren't able to utilize demos the way they wanted to in their series against the Pittsburgh Knights. And Reciprocity, besides the first game, which directly resulted in a win for them, was a demo.
It was the demo that cleared the path for Chaussette.
Been a non-factor since.
And that's also a part of their game that has been, a factor in them getting wins in league play as well. And a lot of it is just being in the enemy zone. You see Fruity getting the demo there, but he's in Dignitas' half. A majority of these games, we've seen Reciprocity force on back, and now we see an own goal.
That is a certified own goal. Brought to you.
Cover your eyes.
By Yukio.
Fruity fans, you didn't see it.
It's okay, guys.
Don't bring it up on his stream later.
Look, Fruity hit the fastest shot in the RLCS earlier this season. He's allowed one. He's good. Unfortunate, though, for Reciprocity. Especially in a tied series. Dignitas are really... All the momentum is theirs, and you don't want to go down by more than 1.
And you can't be giving up free goals. This is... If you're going by goals allowed per game, Reciprocity was the best in Europe. And they just can't give up those goals. They're not a team that generally scores a lot. So they rely on that solid defense. So that mistake is really going to hurt them.
Well, they do find themselves in the blue half. Fruity punches it against the backboard, but Yukio takes away the rebound. Dignitas' defense fairly solid as well in this series. And it's been Reciprocity trying to force more off the back wall and the backboard. They found success a couple of times.
And now again we see Fruity going for those demos now that Reciprocity's finally broken out of their half. But so much of the games that they've lost, they've just struggled to have any possession. And now that shot, forcing Astral to make the same follow from Farah, wasn't able to hit it either.
Tough for Farah. He tried to thread it, and he just missed. That was a big chance for Reciprocity. Astral, his shot off the ceiling will be saved by Chaussette. Violent Panda back over to Yukio. Yukio up for that so fast. Chaussette barely getting that touch. Pass from Astral to Yukio. Back to Violent Panda. I mean, these continuations from Dignitas, it's 1, 2, 3 before Reciprocity even hit the ball. Demo opens the way for Farah, but Chaussette can't put it on target. Too fast.
That's the formula for Reciprocity. That net was open. Just a little bit more execution was needed.
Nothing for Fruity. Yukio will take it away. He's actually by Farah as well. Chaussette forced back. He can't make the challenge. Violent Panda up. Tease it up for Astral, maybe. Astral will find it anyway. Fruity, the last man back. Tough call to answer, and bounced off the post for Astral.
Double commit.
Boomed downfield by Fruity, but Astral's there for the turnaround. Yukio up for this again. Shot too light. It had to be light, but it was just too much. And that one, bouncer, is it in? Oh, Astral, it doesn't matter. Violent Panda cleans it. Three goals.
That touch from Yukio, it forced Chaussette to get a less than stellar clear. The overwhelming aggression from Dignitas pays off as they start to crack Reciprocity. There's only so much defense you can play. We saw the mistake from Fruity on the defensive end. They are really taking it to Reciprocity. Dignitas is ferocious.
Ferocious is right, and the aggression, absolutely, James. I mean, they've just been diving at this ball in the offensive half, and they've had virtually unlimited resources when they've had those extended drives. Shot, it's off, and it's saved anyway. Getting bumped slightly. Violent Panda almost got back to it, but Chaussette will pick up a goal off that slight chip.
That aggression this time paying off for Reciprocity. Farah in goal, bumping Panda around. Panda catches his bearings, but still not in enough time to block the shot from Chaussette. And now it's back within distance. They could do it. They'll just have to get a goal quick. Reciprocity, how will they respond?
They'll start from midfield with Chaussette. Already up for it. Does he have the shot? Oh, what a block from Yukio.
And that could have been it. That could have been the start of the comeback for Reciprocity. Yukio, big save.
Dignitas holding firm. Astral winning every challenge under the sun today. Violent Panda, I think he was looking for... He was either just trying to keep the ball close on that touch, or he knew Yukio was right behind him. Either way, Violent Panda continuing to impress with the awareness. Popped up high. Yukio takes that touch back to Violent Panda. Farah will clear that down. Time will expire. Yukio, does he have one for the road? He does! Why not? Dignitas 4 goals heading into Game 6.
Pad the stats, Yukio. You deserve it. Turns quick. Hey, just put one more in. But Dignitas,
here they come.
They controlled it. They controlled this game. It's, you know, if they win that overtime, this series is over.
It's over. Yeah, I mean,
they have been on point. They have been on point, keeping Reciprocity in the back. Chaussette forced to make goal line saves, putting that pressure on, and it's been overwhelming. And we're Reciprocity, they are starting to crumble.
And they did meet Dignitas in offensive output. They had 10 shots on net.
But there were moments where they were doing stuff better, Jorby, where they were getting in Dignitas' half and going for the demo, but the shot just wasn't there. If you remember, they made the demo play. They had the pass to the middle, but they just couldn't capitalize on it.
Yeah, Dignitas' defense has come up big. And, you know, we were talking about Violent Panda a lot. I think it's funny because Gibbs has mentioned it a couple of times, how Violent Panda is the new Pashy in the sense where he'll take talent that no one else is comfortable taking. It's like, no. Come under my wing, and we're going to do well. That's what Astral was.
He just believes.
He just believes in Astral.
Because a lot of people they want the proven results. It's like anything in life. If you're hiring an employee or you're looking for someone to play with, you look for what have they done in the past? What have you done? What have you achieved? Astral, he was a new player, relatively. He hadn't been competing in majors. He hadn't been playing in the RLCS. But Panda just trusted his gut when it came to, is this a good talent? Do I think this is someone that can make my team better? He took a risk on Astral, and it's starting to pay off. Dignitas is
going to get them to the grand finals, the regionals.
I mean, it's a team effort.
After week 2, everyone's like, Dignitas is going to the relegation tournament. And then they were like, no.
Let me.
Here they come.
We'll change it. But I would say it's a team effort, but Astral. Let's be real. Astral is doing pretty good.
He's definitely been
He's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and again, because we were very negative on him all season. Granted, he wasn't shooting well, but Yukio has really stepped up today for Dignitas and is absolutely a big reason why they found themselves in this spot. Everyone's saying, like, if Dignitas are going to make land, they're going to be scary. Yeah, I think we're starting to see a scary Dignitas team here. They have one more to win to go face Vitality.
And they had a rough start. If you remember, back in week 1, there was the play, or week 1 or 2 against Veloce, where there was the play Yukio just needs to hit this shot. It's on a breakaway. He's in a 1v1 situation, and he failed to do it.
Yeah.
There was some heartbreak for Dignitas early on in the season, but they've completely turned that around.
Now, Reciprocity is just, they have to figure this out. I mean, they haven't been able to grab the ball. They haven't been able to grab boost. I think it starts with the boost, and we are on a slight delay. We're just getting everybody into the lobby and getting everyone reset, and we'll be right back into the game. But Reciprocity, it starts with the boost on their own end. They're winning one of their corner boosts every once in a while. They can't break out into midfield, and no one on Reciprocity wants to take the risk to even go to challenge a boost in midfield, because if they do, now it's a 3-on-2 advantage.
They started to break. You're right. They started to break out a little bit in that game, but overall, the trend is Reciprocity's just stuck. They are stuck in the back.
And we will take a look at the EU bracket while we get the game set. And you can see the day has been...
It's a long one for Dignitas. It's not even over yet, potentially.
We have had 3 reverse sweeps in a best of 7 in RLCS history out of 140 best of 7s played in the RLCS. If you include all majors, it's over 400 best of 7s, and only 3 of them were reverse sweeps.
So what you're saying is it doesn't happen often.
No, it never happens.
Well, it happens some.
But barely.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
It happens some, but barely. But yeah, Dignitas they're going on an incredible lower bracket run here.
This is one of those magical runs, and if Dignitas can get this win over Reciprocity, we will have 2 legendary figures within Rocket League Esports, Violent Panda and K-Dop, former teammates. They were a part of the God Squad that dominated Rocket League for
17
seasons.
Straight series wins in RLCS.
Something that we'll probably never see again. And for K-Dop, he kind of went from being at the top on one team to being at the top on another. But for Panda, it has been a journey.
Yeah.
And so to see this journey continue for him, and now if they get this win, he'll be going up against his former teammate to try to stop the incredible streak that he has going. K-Dop has not lost a series in the regional championships since season 2. It's been a while.
A long time indeed. But can they cap off this victory and head there?
I wouldn't count out Reciprocity because they put the time and effort in. They went through that whole period where everyone would talk about them getting reverse swept, not being able to close out series. But they've evolved.
Absolutely. There's a reason they auto-qualified for Madrid. This is a good team. It's just Dignitas, it feels like it's their day.
It certainly does. But if there is a team that can stop them, Reciprocity could be it.
That first touch from Farah won't go far. A Reciprocity, step 1, win the boost. Step 2, win the game.
That's very true, Jorby. We've seen them
top tier analysis.
Boost. I mean, but sometimes it is that simple, where you just get stuck in your own net. And that shot opportunity, Yukio didn't get the greatest hit.
And he was right behind it anyway, Astral. Or not Astral, excuse me, but Chaussette is shot off the crossbar. Yukio behind it. and he'll take away the shot from Farah as well. It's Reciprocity on offense. Fruity keeps it close. Oh, he dribbles it, almost found the goal. It's saved, but still, Reciprocity on the press to start game 6.
They're waiting for the pass. It's there.
Oh, no.
He side flipped.
So close. Chaussette giving the ball back to Fruity. Fruity off the corner. He has the read and had the shot, but Astral's there again. Dignitas' defense.
This is promising for Reciprocity, however. This is usually what Dignitas has been doing to Reciprocity. Now, it's the tables, they've turned.
Dignitas get a little breathing room, but they can't win midfield. Astral will get that touch, but they don't have the boost. And so it's Reciprocity's ball. Fruity high off the backboard, taken away by Yukio.
We're 2 minutes in, and I don't know if this ball's really spent any time in the orange half.
At least with Dignitas behind it, for sure. Fruity. Oh, Astral, tough spot. He saves it off the crossbar. Fruity picking up a demo on 1. Harassing Violent Panda out of the net. It's got to be a shot, but Yukio comes flying back. Reciprocity. James, it's like you were saying in the earlier game with Reciprocity. They'd find the demo. They'd find the pass. But where's the shot?
Oh, that was a scary moment. Farah had to kick that into reverse and commit to going for that hit in reverse. As we're starting to see Dignitas lurk forward.
Reciprocity had their chances on that first drive. They're going to want to clear this out as quickly as possible. Dignitas have locked them down. If you had to count over the course of 5 games, feels like 20 of those minutes have been spent in Reciprocity territory.
And the other 5, or however many you said, I missed.
That's 5, yeah, you got it.
That's come from this game, it seems like. Even though we're only about 3 minutes in, a majority of it has come from this game. Reciprocity finally figuring out how to get on attack.
And they've won 2 games in this set. This is a close series. They're 1 away from forcing game 7. It's been back and forth, but these last 2 games were so dominant from Dignitas. And it just feels like Reciprocity have such a tough hill to climb. They're doing much better on the defensive end, though. Dignitas did not have nearly as long of a stay in the orange half on that last drive like they did in previous ones, but they do have possession.
Seems like they've sent Chaussette up a bit more. In the previous game, Chaussette was further in the back.
Oh, good touch from Yukio. Gonna get back to it. Chaussette flying back has the save. Astral slows it down, but the challenge does not go his way. Violent Panda, we call that the bouncy ball, but instead of the ball bouncing, it's your car. Up high, nothing, and Reciprocity with some space. How do they utilize it? They give it up. Not the best touch from Chaussette. Yukio was looking for the bump. Oh, look at that pass from Astral to Violent Panda. Does he have a shot? Dumps it in front of the box. Nothing. 40 seconds remaining in regulation. Both teams vying for that goal. No one able to come away with one yet.
You can just tell how tense it is. Neither team want to make that mistake. Astral stretching for that one. A demo. Numbers advantage briefly.
Oh, and Farah tried.
Another demo.
It gave Chaussette a chance. But Chaussette, the ball just, he can't carry it around the corner. It's Astral's. Oh, first touch away from Fruity, but Farah has the ball. Farah under 1. Can't stay with it. Boomed away by Violent Panda. Still, it's Reciprocity in midfield. Astral pass to Yukio at 0 seconds. Nothing. Overtime in game 6.
How many overtimes is this? 3?
3.
3 overtimes so far.
It's been close. And that's why I wanted to, I was trying to give Reciprocity more credit because we've been Dignitas, just because they've been so dominant, but the game scores have been so close. Pass to Violent Panda, shot is blocked! Chaussette comes flying down for the save!
Chaussette was low on boost, recognized that he was up on the backboard, and timed that perfectly. Reciprocity trying to stabilize.
Oh, that's for Chaussette. He rolls it, and Violent Panda gets back for the save. Now on the carry. Good press from Farah in midfield, keeping possession. Pops it up once. Astral. Oh, what a touch from Astral. He got behind that and sent it out to the corner. Beautifully done.
And gets another hit. Astral's hitting it only for Dignitas. 3 in a row.
Oh, man, huge miss. Game 7, here we come. Chaussette sends them there.
Chaussette with another overtime winner.
Oh, and it comes off of a huge miss from Violent Panda. He just wanted to quickly get that ball cleared. He saw his teammate down the field. He thinks, or he's just, if he got that clear downfield, you're talking about a potential counterattack quickly from Dignitas. But
talk about the tables turning. Reciprocity.
Yeah.
They were being dominated in the previous games in terms of possession, stuck in the back, getting multiple shots on net that they just had to sit and take.
Much better.
Much better.
They won their boosts in their own half. Dignitas, on the one drive that they had at about the 2.5 mark, they had a couple of continuations, but they were only able to grab one boost pad that I saw in the corner. The rest were reciprocities. And it's amazing what you can do with resources. You can get to the challenges and you can clear the ball out. And then they did like you said, they did the exact same thing to Dignitas, what Dignitas did to them. Dignitas put 2 shots on net. Good luck.
And you're not going to be doing much for that. And it all came down to that single mistake. That one mistake on the backboard, missing it. And it's none other than Chaussette who's going to be there to punish you. Another overtime winner for him. And we're going to Game 7. This is who will move on to the grand final to fight for the title of European Regional Champion.
How tired do you think Dignitas are right now? They have played a lot of games today. Already had to do 1 7-game series, and their other one was 6. So now we're at...
That's a lot of games.
Oh, man. That's 20 games.
You better start making sure that your controller's working well, your wire's fine. This is a lot of Rocket League to play in one day.
Hey, you don't want your controller to DC. That would be bad. Now Game 7. The winner of this last game going on to face Vitality.
And drink water, too. Make sure.
Lots of water.
You're staying hydrated.
Shout out to Gregan. Fruity. Can't get the clear. Violent Panda. No good there. And Reciprocity moved down the field. Violent Panda actually had to leap back for that save. Oh, we can't find that touch either. Another miss. Astral has some space. Works his way around Chaussette. That's all he'll get.
Will this be like the first few, or the games that we saw in the middle of the series where Dignitas was dominating, or will Reciprocity keep the pressure on? They might have finally cracked this Dignitas nut, as Dignitas hasn't been able to dominate possession like they were earlier.
The midfield was much more of a battle in Game 6. Why we went to 0-0 in overtime. But it was Reciprocity that just found the shots. And still Dignitas sticking with this passing game, but it does feel like Reciprocity are starting to figure it out. It's that pass from the sidewall to the middle of the box. They're going for it consistently. They have all 7 games. Farah off the backboard. Oh, and Astral gets back to this touch.
Oh, 1v1.
Violent Panda making Chaussette use everything in the tank for that. Yukio's shot blocked by Farah, and he picks up the catch. Deep in Reciprocity territory. Behind the ball, over to Astral, and it's blocked by Chaussette. I thought it was a goal.
On the goal line yet again, a miss from Farah. It's bouncing high. Chaussette has made so many stops this series when he's had little to no boost.
Astral, flicks it over one, but Farah attempted clear, gone. Astral with a pass from Violent Panda, again blocked, turned away by Chaussette. Dignitas starting to find headway here in Reciprocity territory. Violent Panda that fast. Astral can't find the net. Farah desperately trying to clear it away. Yukio takes the ball from him, and he has the ball off the ceiling. Yukio over Chaussette, off the backboard, and it's denied by Farah, but it was a double commit. Headed the other way will give Reciprocity a chance to breathe.
Well handled by Astral. Slowing that ball down, putting it up, getting the clear. Not the greatest touch by Yukio, but Chaussette couldn't get the pass into the middle.
He's run out of boost and just jumped a little too far forward. Fruity, catch in the offensive corner. Oh, gets back down to it, bumps Astral out of the way. Chaussette slows it down, he's over one. Violent Panda has that save. Just a holding pattern here in the corner. Farah flips behind the ball, has to use his boost to get back to it. Fruity sends that across the backboard. Dignitas struggling to get a solid clear out of this corner. Chaussette takes the ball away. Coming in, Farah just hops over Yukio for that ball. Fruity shot, he's blocked by Astral, saving Dignitas. Violent Panda bumped. Yukio has to make the next save. Dignitas having to play acrobatic defense, and they hold on. Astral the other way, picks it up off the backboard and taken away by Chaussette. Violent Panda pops this up off the ceiling, and Fruity's there to turn it away. Astral the pass to Yukio, and they're going to have to play it from the corner. Nothing for Dignitas here. Violent Panda, high touch up, forcing Chaussette to carry it out. So despite all of that pressure from Reciprocity, and then the turnaround, here it is again, Violent Panda slips under, but Chaussette is there yet again, and finds the touch on his way out of the stadium.
Chaussette, the worst nightmare for Dignitas right now. A brick wall on the goal line. And he keeps shot after shot out. Final minute.
Off the backboard, taken away, Chaussette. Violent Panda, pass down to Yukio, off the back wall. Chaussette takes that one away. Yukio tries to slow it down, but now they have to play defense. Farah giving way for Fruity on the point for Reciprocity. Fruity back to his own touch, taken away by Violent Panda. In the corner, Dignitas have some space off that chip from Violent Panda, playing Bruiser. Astral in midfield. Nothing. 30 seconds remaining in Game 7. Still 0-0. Chaussette from midfield. Farah looking for a bump. He found no one. Yukio, his touch. Someone's got to get back there. Fruity shot denied for now. Farah. High ball. Dignitas cannot clear this ball out of their own end to roll it towards the net. Turned away by Astral. A demo, but coming is Farah. Violent Panda takes it up the back wall. Fruity low on the ramp. Taken away again by Yukio. Astral, he can't get that ball down on the ground. 2-0-0 overtimes in a row. The golden goal sends you to the grand finals.
Dignitas was trying to keep their head above water. So many bumps and demos happening on the goal line. Dignitas, they are on the back foot right now as Reciprocity is surging.
High touch from Chaussette. Fruity has a demo as well. One to beat. Chaussette's there. Carries it off the crossbar. Farah shot off the crossbar. Fruity blocks, and Dignitas.
That was it.
The fourth man comes through big time.
That shot, that was it. That could have been the series.
Chaussette the catch. Pass to Fruity, and it's denied off the post. Chaussette beats one. He's over Astral. Astral gets back to it off the backboard, but it's Reciprocity's ball. No, Astral takes it away. Turnaround for Yukio. First touch taken away off the ramp. Up high on the backboard, Chaussette. Back to Fruity. Light touch. It'll be Astral's first minute of overtime. No lack of excitement. Yukio. Back over to Violent Panda in the third. He's under one. Chaussette has the save. Nothing for Dignitas just yet, James. Around the corner. Chaussette will pop it up for Fruity. Some space for Fruity. Violent Panda makes that first touch, and it'll be Astral's ball. Chaussette, good challenge from him. Yukio wasn't facing a lot of pressure there. Had a little bit of time. Demo opens it up.
Taking a ball.
And there's for good! Fruity scores! Reciprocity! Stop the attack from Dignitas! They move on to the grand final.
The Cinderella story ends here for Dignitas. Chaussette showing us his muscle at the end. That's how you do it. Reciprocity getting the win. Bumps, demos, that's what it's going to take. Chaussette stepping up for Reciprocity. What a series that was. It had it all. The back and forth. Dignitas having moments where they were dominant. Reciprocity showing us their grit and determination on defense. That was a blast. What a day it's been so far. How can the grand finals match what we've seen already today?
I didn't think it would get any more exciting after watching Dignitas play against Barcelona. Yet that, being able to cast those last two games, man, the counterattacks were sick. The blocks were insane. The defense from both of these teams, I mean, look, we didn't see this quality of play in Europe all season long. And these guys came out to play today. This has been so much fun.
Well,
and even though Dignitas don't win this series, watch out for this team.
Absolutely. I think for them, they have Astral and Panda, who, when they're working together, that synergy is incredible. Also, Yukio was stepping up today. If he can bring that level of play into the World Championship, it could be a threat. But Astral just brings that extra level of excitement for when you're watching those teams. However, when you look on the other end, Reciprocity, Chaussette He was a rock on defense, getting some big overtime goals, but as a unit, that is what makes Reciprocity, and what got them that top 2 finish was that they play as such a strong team-based unit. They're always rotating well, communicating well. The sum is greater than their parts, and they get a win yet again, proving that they belong at the top of Europe.
And they do find themselves in the grand finals, and that'll be our last match of the day. Coming up after the break, Renault Vitality versus Reciprocity. Who comes away the EU regional champs? Find out after the break.